Hello, Sydney! Your favorite killer is back, and today we're playing Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. So this was one legendary game, and finally sequel has been released. For PC, that is. So check the shit out. New Orleans, small town. Sounds orgasmic already. Oh yeah. Cell shading graphics. You're gonna be shitting me. Whoa. Well, this is fucked. This is fucked up, man. "88 hours later." Okay, I just hope this game don't have...
God damn it. What a
What?
way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be
I'm
dead
playing
by
as Simon
Easter.
Jones.
Quiet down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Quiet down. Ha! You
What
have
the
any idea what you've done? I'd be half naked
Why?
in
I'm
Havana
not-
right now if you hadn't shown up. Soaking up some
Francis
rays,
York Morgan.
surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood...
Well, this is gay.
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation. The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike. And no red, remember?
It's open. Come on in.
Oh. Francis is here. But Francis is Zach Morgan, so he's white now. Well then. He's smoking joints. Good old Scar. Damn, he's too different.
You have questions for us? That's why you're here, isn't it?
Why am I still playing as her? Hang up coat. Do it, bitch. Oh, good old music. Welcome to Greenvale. Le Carré.
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law. Please keep that in mind as you speak. Do we have permission to film this?
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan? I'm FBI Special Agent Aaliyah Davis, and this is...
Simon Jones, an analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Oh, hi.
Okay, I know that shit.
Seriously.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser who can't catch a break. Quite the uncanny duo. You'd be the perfect stars for the latest video game. Isn't that right, my fairy? How many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
It's hard to tell what he's thinking.
He said it in first part.
My
Don't
eyes
ask me
can't be
about
deceived.
Zach. It's private matter. So there's no more York, or what?
If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
Maybe.
Excuse me, Mr. Morgan, but would you please refrain from consuming that while I'm talking about... Yes, that.
You don't need to worry. Don't get in our way, and we won't get...
Unfortunately, questioning our data needs to be Now, please, put out that stinking indulgence right this...
What if we say no?
Then I'll put it out myself, using force.
Whoa, tough lady.
Whoa, Aaliyah. This is Morgan's house.
Indeed, man.
Besides, it's legal in Massachusetts for individuals to consume cannabis in the comfort of their own home. And I mean, come on.
It's medicinal.
Exactly.
Visions. Okay. Messy awards and trophies.
You solved many difficult cases across your career, utilizing your own unique You've expertly cracked cases that were otherwise thought to be unsolvable. According to our records, after joining the FBI in 2002, you quickly solved 2 drug ring-related kidnapping cases. In 2003, you solved the Inside. In 2004, the Jeffrey Dahmer, and also the stuffed human collector case in St. Louis that very same year. Then, in 2005, you coincidentally happened to solve the Lise Clarkson murder case. You went on to solve many other cases after that. Did you really solve these cases all on... There are no records of you using a wide-scale investigative team, or how did you ever accomplish such monumental feats?
It was all thanks to our...
Partner, the FBI files show no record of you ever worked. Do you mean you worked with some sort of unofficial partner?
Our partner is... our partner. We've always worked together.
Is it the same voice?
Besides, Belle, you're forgetting one important thing. After the St. Louis case, we stopped by a diner on our way home and caught Thelma and Louise, 2...
Francis Zach Morgan. He was once an FBI special agent, an extremely talented. Perhaps he was a little...
Hey, Belle. Why are you dressed so handsomely?
What are you talking about?
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck. That's a male necktie. The color black represents confidence and your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration. Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier. We admire your bravery.
I thought you retired from profiling.
Bullseye, huh? You're an easy one to read.
In order to think with society, a man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears. Don't judge a book by its cover. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough. She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Agent Jones, that's sexual harassment.
So, Belle, does that barrier of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
He's more dangerous than I thought. I can't read him. I'll just have to assault him head-on with questions then. First, I'll try using the files on the table to shake him up. That chessboard looks rather old. And you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right, they were banned by the CITES Treaty.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste, but the weight of the ivory...
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
No, but it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
He's probably just replicating famous games, or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a When I was in school, I used to pore over every...
Well, unfortunately, your guess is he isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment. And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet. He was simply playing chess.
So, what's wrong with that, Belle?
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
You just publicly confessed to stealing personal data. Seems like that's a much bigger problem.
Oh no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Ooh, now she's really trying to scare us. Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2005?
We solved.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation. You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case. After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes. Yes. We stole the right to investigate.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit that town just to take a vacation?
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you... Either way...
Closed. Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
They found Lise Clarkson's body. It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim. Do you know what this means? That's why we're here. The first victim in the case he solved, Lise Clarkson. This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How?
We're pleased that her body turned up. Deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about...
Body or not, we already Lisa's body. Can't change it. And it certainly has nothing.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural... She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared. In fact, she's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Well, good for you.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she looks. At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all. She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure.
This keeps getting better.
Better and better?
Isn't that right, my fairy? The corpse is beautiful. Sounds just like our story.
That went okay. Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding something. I may be able to get what I want if we go deep.
Isn't there someone else you should have talked to before coming to...
We were unable to reach Patricia Clark. You look surprised. I thought, after all, you visited Louisiana. We assumed you met with her during your...
We haven't been to not in 14 years.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire... That man is our witness, aren't you, Simon?
He's right. He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve, which means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that? I took the liberty of checking some... Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of... This is the fake name you used to use as an agent. Is...
A mere coincidence.
Yet that's not all. That evening on the same... A man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac. He reportedly said he wanted something old, big, and strong. The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries.
Why
And they
let
always
them
have
answer?
the most bizarre timing.
You're gonna be shitting me. I have to change the battery of my pad.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrap Trenton, New Jersey.
You can find that type of car.
You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these old files.
Everything happens for a reason.
The moment Lise Clarkson's body was found, we did the best we could to start our own local investigation, but there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Then we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Of course. We questioned all the Clarkson Food Delivery Services employees who staffed the warehouse, but we still have yet to obtain any key testimony.
Par for the course with a 14-year-old case, if you ask me.
Not to mention how bad the timing was. Most of the employees...
So, you gave up on the investigation. Remember what happened, my fairy? That warehouse.
Hey, are you talking about the guy who managed the vault where Lisa's body was found? Yeah, I think he started working there in 2005. Remember, Aaliyah? You said he was a pain.
Well, damn.
The large man, yes? No need to. I'm sure you've already put him under surveillance. Textbook FBI protocol.
Morgan's right. Even this messy room. Especially when it comes to those strangely tidy spots. Mr. Morgan, I found several spots in this room that look Did you tidy up a bit because you knew we were coming?
Those are Sanctuaries. They've existed from the start.
Sanctuaries.
That's right. Sacred places. Hovels for pure souls, if you will.
Were there originally objects in those hovels? Something you didn't want us to see?
The soul's still there. We haven't touched a thing, but we know you can't see anything. Hey, Simon, don't touch the...
Sorry.
That's a sanctuary. Don't ever touch it again. You've been watching us for 4.5 years, and you couldn't even figure that much out.
My bad. It's my first time actually...
You're earning far more than you deserve. What were you doing all day in that black Suburban? We thought wiretapping was your specialty. Don't tell me. What do you think, my 4.5 years? All that...
Crossword puzzles? No. Come on. I'm a Sudoku guy.
Agent Jones.
Oh, right.
He's completely taken control of the conversation. At this rate, we'll never get anywhere. I need to press him some more.
The fuck is this?
Agent Jones, did you find the file?
Oh yeah.
Mr. Morgan, do you recognize these files?
Whoa! Ow!
We told you. That's a sanctuary.
Let him go! Assaulting an FBI agent is an obstruction of justice.
We told you. Go. Ah! Stay back. Stay back. Sanctuary. Down. Surrounded. Ah! Ah! Ah!
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Mr. Morgan?
Uh,
I cut my finger with that can opener this morning. I thought I stopped the bleeding, but it seeped through. How could I be so stupid? Everything should be fine now. I'm sorry for being so careless. I made sure to read through your file and learn about your condition. The color red. Such an unusual thing to fear. Please. Accept...
I don't know what I was thinking. I'll never touch one of your... And no more red.
Don't touch one. I told them not.
Now. May... Strangely enough, this man has a fear of the color red. And I believe that fear is connected...
Possible?
Mr. Morgan, I'd like to ask you some questions about this case now.
We don't want to remember.
I'm sorry, but there's no way around this. I remember hearing about this case on the news when I was still a student. A high school girl named Anna Graham was murdered and the FBI stepped in to take... I also remember it becoming a sprawled investigation due to evidence found in the victim's throat. Is that correct? After that case, you went on sick leave for 2 years. And when you returned, you requested to be switched over to desk work. What happened?
That's a private matter. None of your business, Bill.
Were you traumatized? It's a common problem with prolific agents such as yourself. But there's another possibility that may make more sense. Perhaps you simply finished making preparations.
What are you...
Thinking too much about something will always turn it into a problem. The Greenvale case. Don't you think it resembles the Luke Carre case?
Read the report. We have nothing else to say.
I just need one more push. One more thing that can summon up the past. Mr. Morgan, please...
What did we just... We don't...
This isn't a photo. Look closely at former Special Agent Francis Zack.
Well done, Stream.
This photograph predates Greenvale. It's from the Le Carre case you worked on in 2005.
Red tree.
Yes. A red tree. Greenvale wasn't the first place you saw one
Whoa.
of these. The Greenvale case and the Lise Clarkson murder case. They're connected by these red trees, aren't they?
Red trees.
Answer me. What are these trees?
Red trees.
I want the truth. Tell me every...
The red... You really did your homework. Well done. You're damn good.
I want to know what went down in Le Carre.
We'll tell you what happened in... Yes, it was that red tree root. It was... The sun comes down hard on you like a torrential... It all started back. We still had the other me. My better half.
Okay, are the story finally starting? Yeah, this was like a prologue.
Never a choice.
Red Leaf.
Zack.
Francis York Morgan, he's back. Fuck yeah, man. Fuck yeah, man.
Zack. Can you hear me, Zack? There you are, Zack. Sleeping again? Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos. Isn't that right?
Oh,
Zack?
fuck yeah. Deadly Premonition 2. A blessing in disguise. Summer 2005. LaCare, Louisiana.
Zack, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
I wonder will I be able to grow a beard again? Oh yeah. Francis York Morgan. We are back, baby.
Look at that, Zack. She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Le Carré, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
I'm the chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food-related.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zach.
Zach?
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still. Never thought the FBI would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country's seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome. That's good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask me.
That's familiar.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
But shoot, I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it. You said the victim was a 16...
Well, sure.
Meaning?
She's Lise Clarkson.
Clarkson?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge coal should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson family. They own most of the land around here. From the sugar plantations right down... Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about everything. They even own the water tower on the edge of town. They're the ones who built up this town.
Perfect.
What do you know about the Clarksons?
Now, I ain't, but I'm gonna talk straight to you. That family ain't just some gang. They folks with remnants of the good old boys who shaped America, especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson. And I'm sure he's on edge now with his... So don't go barging in with that shiny F. Things are different down here.
I see. Is the local law enforcement investigating the case?
Shoot, mister, what you think? Now, I told you this ain't no city. They got to know how to break up fight. They sit down and talk it out. That's the deep south for you. This murder ain't like that. A little kid got killed. A weird way. The sheriff's department ain't never seen.
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart, and The Pelican Brief, right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans. They're all excellent movies, but to me they lack. Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
What's your point?
Cat People. That's my point. 1982, directed by Paul Schrader. The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse. The most vital element of that movie is the reality. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back, and then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers. I was awestruck by the sheer reality of it all. Understand? I'm talking after watching it. I felt like I just had to experience the world of Cat People for myself. That's why I decided to visit New Orleans. Another vital element of Cat People is the presence of Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Oh, talk about a masterpiece. Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie. His best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder, period. You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
Whatever you... So, what's your...
Never mind, don't worry about it. I already covered all the important parts.
I'll have to watch Cat People now.
When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister. Like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who die.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes. But folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou. And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
An altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Nah, wasn't nothing like that.
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up.
So she was sacrificed?
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach. This case has got our names all over it.
By the way, Mr. FBI, how'd you get all the way out here? Don't tell me you walked.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, you've got a sharp... It's true that I didn't park my car. Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Because it was stolen.
Huh? But you with the FBI.
Even FBI cars can be stolen. It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're buying cigarettes at the local your car can be stolen anywhere. That's precise. In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here. But no need to worry. And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
Another mode?
Want to hear the detail?
Not really, but I'll listen if...
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans. Then, whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible, especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana, so I decided on a brand new hybrid car with a fully...
A hybrid car?
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Vehicles that utterly defy everything you think you know about. Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we finally stomped down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure we'll start seeing cars that run purely on electricity. Yeah. Who knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars. I can see it now. It's the 1984 direct. It's famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care. See, I was mesmerized by the beautifully refined mech designs. It even made me wish that I could be one of them, especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci...
So, where'd your hybrid car get...
Sorry, I got off topic. I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch and walked out of the diner. Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the... I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid car was... I remembered exactly where I parked it. Right between a blue pickup, but when I came back from lunch... In short, someone... And in its place, they...
What?
A skateboard.
A skateboard?
Yes. While I was sliding, someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car. Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
By riding the skateboard, obviously. No, I couldn't ride the board very well, but by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even looked. It was a journey of self-discovery. Not even I knew I had this latent talent.
This summer's gonna be... Watch out, you don't go...
Felice Clarkson case needs... Don't you think so, Zach? The cat people are what guided us. We should be thanking Malcolm. Once we get home, I'm already looking forward. Zach, the searing light. It's the deep south. That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's greatest chef.
Wait, miss. You didn't take a single...
Well, the tea was to die for, but I'd prefer coffee next time.
Well, I played almost 40 minutes, and it was all finally. Finally, we are walking, and not only talking. What? Excessive force. You gotta be shitting me. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna end this part here, so I'm gonna see you soon.